What's up guys, Reefer NYC back with another video, and today I'm just going to show you how I perform water changes on this tank, what equipment I use, how fast it's going to be. I'm not going to speed up any of the footage, so basically it'll show you how long it takes me to do a water change in this tank. But yeah, let's get started. Basically I have my bucket, I have my Python hose. It's a tube one, so it suctions up the sand, cleans the sand bed. I'm one to clean the sand bed. You'll see how much gunk comes out of it. Also have my salt water mixing in my bathroom, so that's all set. I'm gonna set you up on my tripod right now just to show you how fast or yeah, how long it takes me to do a water change. So yeah, stick around. If you guys have any comments, any questions, let me know. But gonna get started on the water change. Let me clip this in real quick. There we go. So you'll see me vacuuming up the sand bed, pouring the new salt water in. Yeah, let's get started. So right now I'm just about to prime the tube. There's a method here where you can just suck on the tube, or if you want to fill up the bottom, the tube itself with water, and then just let gravity work its magic. But right now I got some water in my mouth, which is real nasty. But otherwise, yeah, if you guys haven't tried this method, you're not sucking up the sand into the tube. You're sucking up all the garbage that's underneath the sand. As you can see, like all the bacterial silt and like, detritus or fish poop that's coming out of there. Real nasty. Highly suggest you doing this if you've only been doing this since the beginning. I've heard if your tank's really mature, you shouldn't be doing this because you're just unlocking a lot of like nasties in there. But I've been doing this since the tank's been up, so shouldn't be too bad. Like you can see that how much stuff is just pulled out from that one section. Recently we did my scape and there was a rock sitting on top of that section, so it never got cleaned over there. So that's why there's a lot in that one section. As I move around the tank, you can see that it's not as dark of the garbage that's getting picked up, which is good. You can see all that just went straight into the tube. None of the sand is getting into my bucket. It's all of the bacterial garbage that's going up. As you can see, look at my hand. I'm like throttling the pressure that's coming through the pipe. But otherwise, yeah, you just do this throughout your tank. For me, it's a little bit complicated because I have corals everywhere and just like rock work. So it's mostly going to just be like the front of the tank, the sides. Hard to get underneath the rock, but they have smaller tubes that you can use in attachments. I do have that, but I don't really need it for this application. But otherwise, most of this stuff will be sucked out with this massive tube, pretty much. But yeah, just going around the corals, trying not to suck up any polyps. If you get any snails in there, they'll just release anyways. As you can see, like when you release the sand, it doesn't make your tank cloudy, so all that like silt and like finer particles just get sucked up out of your tank. See, a little bit darker here, but not too dark as before. Just keep throttling it, making sure the sand doesn't go all the way up the tube. I was having a little difficulty reaching this spot just because I have like frag racks and just like corals around there too. But otherwise, you can just see, just all the garbage that just gets sucked up into there. Yeah, I like to usually go down into the glass of the tank. My sand bed's about, what is that, like 1.5 inches, 2 inches? So it's not too deep, pretty standard. Just trying to find spots. I know this section right here had a lot of garbage build up, so just trying to get more from that area. I think I was able, yeah, you can see pulling up a lot more from that section, so I just go deeper into the rock, see how much more I can get from there. Just throttling to get more bacteria into there. But otherwise, yeah, you just do this throughout your tank. Like I said, if you've been doing it, that's great. If you haven't been doing this, word of caution to do it slowly and in batches and not just like stir up your entire tank. Of course, when you're doing this, be careful of your frags. I think I knocked down one of my frags here. I'll just glue it back on later. You can see I just hit it right there and it falls down. Of buried it. Don't worry, we'll get it later. But yeah, what you want to do is turn off your return pumps, turn off your flow. Lucky the Hydrus has a mode where it's a water change mode pretty much, and it turns that all off for you. So it's super simple to do your water changes without clicking up all the buttons. Yeah, looks like I'm pretty much done right here. Just let gravity do its work. Didn't want to really do that to the torches, but it is what it is. Then I realized I didn't let all the water out and some got onto the floor. That's why you have towels and everything. Rookie move, but it's all good. That net, by the way, I made it from Home Depot, like window screen kit. Super simple, cheaper than any place you can get it for. That's about $10 DIY. Super simple, and that kit gives you everything you need, except for the netting. But if you want netting, let me know. I got extra netting for sure. That's me trying to grab the coral that I buried. I'll glue it somewhere else later. So this tank is about 2 feet tall. Tank, so it's kind of difficult to grab some pieces that are buried in the back. Right now, just trying to move some sand around, even stuff out. Moving some corals that I buried. Just trying to even it out a bit more. But otherwise, that should be it. That's it for the sand bed cleaning / water change part. Now I'm gonna just run to the bathroom and grab the new salt water that I made. I think I actually mentioned in the video that the salt water just takes about 20-30 minutes to mix, and then it's pretty much good to go into your tank. But obviously, you want to measure the salinity in your tank right now and the salinity in your newly freshed batch of salt water. Hopefully they're within the same levels. All the fish are coming out. They saw me leave. See what they're up to. We've got 2 larvae-tailed antheas. We have, I think it's a blue-headed wrasse, yellow chorus wrasse, hippotang, 2 black clowns on the bottom, the toadstool. I love the yellow chorus wrasse. It just comes out all the time. So me, a little bit old school method. Just get a little like lemonade kind of pitcher and just pour my water in. This is the new water. Takes a little bit. Some people actually connect a pump to your new water and just go and they pump it straight into the tank. This literally just takes the same amount of time. By the time I plug it and find an outlet to plug into my pump, I could have poured in all the water already. Just a few scoops and you're pretty much all set. Got the firefish coming out. Guess that's where it hides now, right under that rock. I'm not too worried about damaging any of the corals. They're used to like high flow kind of situation. So just pouring this water in is fine. I'm just trying not to drip it all over the place. Your corals can be, as you see the, I forget which coral that is, the SPS towards the top. It's a little bit exposed. I mean, they can be exposed for a bit, like maybe like, I would say 20-30 minutes before you should actually splash them. But otherwise, they can be exposed, no issues. Should be almost done. Just pouring in the rest of the water, trying not to drip anywhere. Fish are used to this. And like I said, I do this about once every 2 to 3 months. I'm dosing, so there's no real need to do water change unless you see your sand bed is dirty or there's algae buildup or anything like that. So I highly suggest, this might not work out for everybody, but this situation works out for my tank. just a little bit more. That should be enough. Grab the rest of the bucket, pour the rest of the water in, and we should be good. And that's pretty much it, guys. Wow, I just checked the time. It's about less than 10 minutes from start to finish. As you can see, let's clean up the sandbed. Of course, I had to knock some frags off of my rock when I'm doing that, so just be careful. But yeah, I'm a fan of a clean sandbed. I know people say there's like beneficial bacteria that I could be sucking up, but honestly, that's what the biomedia is for. That's what the live rock is for. There's plenty of surface area and the sand that I didn't get in the back where the bacteria live as well. So if you do at least some of the sand, you're good to go. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Vacuum all the front. Hard to get in the back. I have a smaller tube that I could use, but usually the big one's good enough for what I want to do. But yeah, as you can see, all the gunk that's in there, crazy amount. As you can tell, if this section especially, I just pulled it in, a lot of like silt and like bacteria just came out of there. So pulled that out. But yeah, everything looks good. Did the whole water change in about 10 minutes, which is great. But yeah, if you guys have any comments, any questions, any techniques, I'm an old school kind of person where I don't put the pump, but you could put a pump in your salt water and just feed it into here. But you know, I just put it into a little pail or a little bucket and just pour it in. It's all good. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. Salt, to mix the salt, it's probably about like 10-20 minutes. I think the longest thing that it takes is to make the RO water. But other than that, if you have RO water and you have salt ready, you're pretty much done in less than 20 minutes, less than 30 minutes, honestly. And you should be good to go. Like I said, I only do this maybe once a month, maybe once every 2 months. I dose, so there's a lot of things out there on the internet where people are saying, if you dose, what's the point of doing a water change? Because you're taking out the good ingredients from the doser when you're doing the water change. But honestly, if you saw all the garbage I just pulled out, that's one of the reasons why you do a water change every now and then. But yeah, guys, any comments, any questions, let me know in the comment section below. You can reach me on Instagram, Reefer_NYC. If you have any questions there, just send me a DM. But yeah, see my fish going crazy. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Always appreciate the support, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.